Hello, hello, you guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good noontime. Today's video is going to be the first one in a four-part series called Going Behind the Veil. Going Behind the Veil. And what I mean by that is I was watching something on YouTube yesterday. It was a podcast. You guys, I don't know if you know who Flame Monroe is, but he had a podcast now called Laugh and Learn with Flame Monroe. And they were talking about all kind of subject, and the subject I want to focus on is, like I said, this is going to be a four-part series called Going Behind the Veil. E- Taking an introspective look inside yourself. You know, yesterday was a really, it was a good day for me, but it was also every day. I'll tell you why. Because Flavor Road had this guest on named Tisha Campbell Martin. Everybody knows her from Martin, the sitcom Martin or whatever. And um, something she said really stuck out to me. When you need friends to be there for you, and you need family to be there for you, and you think somebody's your real friend until they take the veil off their face. I call it a veil. We hide behind a veil. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. But if you hide behind a veil and try to conceal your real identity, eventually your real identity is going to come out. Okay, watch this. And what I mean by this is because I got caught up in friendships, and I needed somebody to be there for me when you're going through challenging times. You really need people to stand by you and be there for you. But you think you have a real friend, but a real friend is somebody you can get mad with or get angry with and cuss them out, and they will still call you the next day. And so the interview went on to describe Tisha Campbell, and she said when she got divorced from her husband, she needed real friends to be there for her. And she said, the way you know you have a real friendship is because they're there to pick you up and undergird you when you need it. Yes, undergird is a churchy term, but God will take care of you. That's what I know God will do. He will be there for you when your friends desert you, when your family desert you. God will take care of you. And so you gotta watch and see who your real friends are when they reveal themselves and they lift up that veil, going behind the veil. Okay, most of us go through life and we have good friends, somebody that's been there for 20, 30 years, and they let us see their vulnerability and their weak spots because they know we're gonna stand beside them, and they lift that veil up. But when your friends, here's the real test of a friendship. When you're down and out and you lost everything, and you cry and you saying, God, I don't know when or where my next financial help's gonna come from. That's when a real friend will step in and say, I got you, and I'll pick you up. Now, for those of you that know me, I am a kind-hearted, true friend. But I will tell you that if you do something to me, and I probably said this in the previous video, but if you do something to portray my friendship, I will still be there for you, and maybe we can work through it, but I know what your I know what your veil is because you lifted up your veil, going behind the veil. You lifted up your mask, so to speak, and you revealed yourself for who you are. Maya Angelou said this. She said, when people show you who they are, believe them. And y'all know my favorite scripture is Hebrews 11 and 1. And look it up if you don't know. Hebrews 11 and 1 says, um, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Let me say that again. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I am the type of friend that will be there for you when you need me. But I feel like nobody shows up for me. Now, I'm not talking about my family. I'm not talking about my people, people that's in the past. But I feel like if I needed somebody, who would be there for me? And I've been in those situations before. I needed somebody just to talk to and vent to. And people act like every time I call them. Now, like I said, I'm just telling you my experiences. Every time I call, one of my friends, my best friend passed away. She's been gone for some years. But I need somebody sometimes to undergird me and to lift me up when I'm struggling with school or with something going on in my personal life. I need somebody to be there for me. Now, my mother's always there for me, but my mother also, she says, you know, she said, I'll be there for you. I'll help you work too. So my mother is my best friend. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Mama, some stuff you gotta work through yourself. And some stuff you need people to talk to. And I'm an easy person to get along with. And sometimes you need somebody just to be there for you, not to hold your hand, but to say, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and go on. But going behind the veil means if you've been friends, or in my definition, means if you've been friends with somebody for a long time, uh, you see behind the veil. You see behind person that they present to the world. You know that person inside and out. And have I found that person yet? No, I haven't. But hopefully one day I will. But going behind the veil. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you vote in the Georgia primaries. All my Georgia people, make sure you show up at the polls and vote. This is the most important time in this country. Vote, vote, vote in the Georgia Senate election this coming January. Early registration started on the 14th of January, on the 14th of February, excuse me, or no, December, excuse me, December correction, December, the 14th of December, and election day is January the 5th. So, that is the runoff election in Georgia. Early registration started on the 14th of December and it ends on just right before Election Day. Election Day is January the 5th in Georgia. Y'all go vote, please, and thank you. And comment, like, and subscribe if you like this video. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this series. I want to start like I said, this series is a going behind the veil series. It will be a 4-part series of videos on different subjects. So I hope you enjoy part 1. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.